Hi, welcome to TJ and Jodi's house.
Hey, here we are. Another vivacious episode of TJ and Jodi's house. Sponsored by Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sorry, Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress, not Mattress and Furniture. They changed that because everybody knows they're all about mattresses and stuff, but they don't want you, as the kids say, to sleep on the fact that they've got the furniture, and it's so important as well. And they're opening a new location. Is that right, Jodi, dear wife of mine? Or are they not announcing that yet?
Well, it's already there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The one in Denver?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about another one.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, we don't know about that?
Ooh.
Okay, so anyway, they got locations all over the place, and if I just told something I wasn't supposed to tell, I apologize. But you need great furniture for the bedroom, the living room, wherever. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress has it, and they're great people. Mm-hmm. All of our furniture came from Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and then they changed it to Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. So now we need to go get some other stuff.
It's found me.
From the new name store.
Mm-hmm. Because they have some nice mattresses in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I sleep on a Sweet Dreams pillow every night. Our furniture in the living room. Oh, people love it. Just love it.
You even travel with your pillow.
Yeah, I do.
Like a toddler.
And I don't ever let a bellman take it. I'm like,
No.
I got that.
No, yeah.
I'll watch that. So go to their website, acetj.com/mattress will get you there. There's always something going on. They always have activities at their locations and their delivery team on top of stuff that you wouldn't believe how great they are. Mm-hmm. So Sweet Dreams is at acetj.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress sounds like a sweet deal to me. Now, honestly, we're struggling to be here doing the podcast today.
Yes.
Because we're old. We've had a lot going on this weekend. It's raining. And Jodi's just trying to get finished so she can go take a nap.
I just fell asleep waiting on you to set all this up.
Oh, you did?
I was sitting up straight, but I fell asleep.
Okay.
Well, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's cool out, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm 92.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we record these on Sundays, so that's what it may be beautiful by the time you're listening to it. But
Sure. Sunday.
And our daughter just left. She was here for the weekend. She just got on the road back to Nashville, a.k.a. Nashville, depending on what part of the country you're from.
So I can worry for the next 6 hours.
Yeah, it seems like you're worried, falling asleep.
Well, I have my phone ready if she calls.
I am so worried.
I am so worried. I am worried.
Yeah. 6.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yep.
So we did a Small Town Adventures Saturday. Mm-hmm. Is that the first one we've done in a couple of weeks?
Yeah,
or so?
we've been gone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We went to Morganton, North Carolina, and it was great. We've been there before, but when we went to do a Small Town Adventure there a long time ago, it was pretty much when we first started doing them.
Yeah.
It was at the beginning. And we had a driver that he didn't really know exactly what we had in mind when we were doing, like, we want to go here, we want to go there. So I'm not saying he was bad. He just, we had one named Mo that did for the most of the time when we would use a driver. Mo would be our driver, and he kind of got it. He knew how the things work, but this guy didn't. So that's when we went to Morganton, and then he would drop us off and go shopping, stuff like that. And so we didn't get to see a lot of it because it was a lot of waiting around, for the car and all that. So we went back and went to the downtown area.
It's cute.
Was it called downtown or uptown? Because the place we ate first is called Uptown Wings.
Yeah, but I don't think that I think they call it downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so cute down there.
Adorable. Adorable. It wasn't too crowded, and people were driving down the little main street area, and they'd see us walking on the sidewalk and be yelling out at us.
Yeah,
and,
it was cute.
Carrying on. And some lady left in the middle of cleaning her house to go track us down there.
Yeah,
it was fun.
fun.
Nice
we were
people.
Welcoming.
And we went to the Applebee's.
Yeah,
because the ladies
they
that
were so
work
sweet in
there said come here, and I'd never been to an Applebee's, so I was like, what? I didn't even know what it was.
You're so full of it.
I didn't know what it was.
You knew what it was, and he knew what he was going to order before we got there.
I was eating good in the neighborhood.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm. Do they still say that?
I don't know.
if that's still
I don't
there.
know. I mean, we used to go all the time when the kids were little, but it was fun, and the people were kind.
Yeah, that was back when we would just throw the kids in and go eat anywhere.
And let's tell too that handsome husband Michael made sure to let us know how beautiful the mountains were around Applebee's when we were going in and when we came out.
Yeah,
It sits in a pretty area actually,
It does has a mountain backdrop.
because you're close to Asheville, but not in Asheville. Yeah.
And how about my little friend Jenny, like making a big deal out of my new nickname for Michael, like not wanting me to call him that.
Yeah.
Sweet
Haven't you
Mouth
been?
Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Mouth Michael.
That is weird a little bit.
No, Michael sells 18-wheelers, like semis, whatever you call them. They're not 18-wheelers because he doesn't sell the tractor the trailer with the tractor part. But there was a guy from a foreign land that was buying a truck from him, and they were negotiating, and he was laughing. And he said, "Oh, Michael, you have a sweet mouth. You have a sweet mouth." And that meant you say the right things, Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can believe what you're saying, but it sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like, in America, we'd say, "Hey, man, don't give me that BS."
Yeah.
So, Sweet Mouth Michael is a funny name, I think.
Funty.
But is it that y'all don't think that's a good name because it sounds vulgar or
It
something?
just sounds
in
weird
your vulgar
coming
minds?
from you. No.
Y'all are dirty.
No, it just sounds weird coming from you.
And then I'll show you how twisted and like third grade boys their minds are and what they thought was great yesterday. We went into one little bar that was part of a hotel, and they had these snacks. And this was the snacks. If you're looking on the video, you can see it's a company from North Carolina that makes it's called Meemaw's Country Kitchen, and these are called cheese titties.
Why that name?
Well, because it's trying to be funny.
You think?
Yeah.
But would you say that along with Mama?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. I mean,
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
There's a restaurant in our little town of Mooresville, North Carolina, that for years and years it was called Uncle Milf's.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And that was made the same way.
Yeah.
Just to get,
Okay.
so they thought this was funny and had to have some cheese titties, Meemaw's cheese titties.
Yeah.
I
will say though, it says the proceeds went to feed the hungry.
Yeah, the people who bought it.
I know.
I
That's
was
what I'm
hungry.
saying.
I was hungry and I ate it.
I know. Did you like them?
Nah, they were okay. Y'all didn't like them. I thought they were fine. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, y'all need to grow up. Grow up.
Well, it just sounded weird when the bartender goes, "Do y'all want some cheese titties?" I was like, "What?"
Meemaw's cheese titties.
Yeah, but that was a pretty place though we were in.
Yeah. Was it what's the hotel it was in? Is it Fairfield?
I think so. Yeah, called the Magnolia Room. Mm-hmm. It's pretty. It had a nice patio too.
Yeah.
But it's getting to where I'll never be able to sit on those because it's getting too hot for you and Michael.
We always, if you want to sit out there, we sit out there. And you just see that we just melt into a puddle. But you don't care. You and that other one.
I care.
I don't care. But not everybody enjoys the small town adventures. We got some rude comments yesterday. People saying that it was boring, and what else did they say? It was like two people.
Two people. I think they said it was boring and
Don't do it anymore.
figure out something else. I don't know. Well, you know what? Don't watch.
Mm-hmm.
I get so tired of people being so like if you think it, okay, but why do you have to say that?
Well,
there's things I don't like. I don't express.
Yeah, but here I'm used to it though.
Well,
I've been dealing with it for
and I
all
don't
these
like
years.
it, and
But
it's rude.
It's just because it.
Turn it.
Some people just aren't normal. I mean, they don't know how to interact with people, and they They think it makes them seem smart and, ooh, I told them off, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But
it just makes you seem rude and not nice.
Yeah, well.
And not kind.
And not everybody's going to like it. But you're saying
True.
that you don't mind if they don't like it.
I don't care.
You don't have to say.
There's, like I said, not everybody likes everybody, and not everybody likes all things, and that's fine. But you do not have to be so rude and say that.
Well, I mean, I take it like they meant that toward y'all, not me.
Well, it's rude. Whoever they said it to.
Yeah, doesn't affect me. They're not talking about me.
Well, I don't appreciate it.
I know they weren't talking about me.
Turn the channel. Watch something else. Do what you got to do. Go outside.
Turn the channel. Turn the channel on your social media.
Move your social media.
Turn to a different social media.
Or block us. I don't care, but don't say that.
Now you know what you've done.
What?
You've invited everybody to say that now. We're just going to get bombarded with them. You can probably hear them dinging in like a slot machine right now. Ding, 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 ding.
Well,
ding,
that's
ding,
how
ding,
I'm going to address it. So.
Okay. All right, Grumpopotamus.
I know.
You need a nap. Go take a nap. All right, we got to take a break. We got more coming up on TJ and Jodi's house. We're going to wrap up our trip to Indiana that we talked about so much last weekend.
That seems a million years ago.
Yeah, it does. We got some more birthday news from Jodi since her birthday was 3 months ago.
Wow.
It's still happening. All that stuff coming up next.
TJ and Jodi's house.
Our friend, the world famous Richard Toccato is here with us. And thank you so much for reaching out to Richard. He's telling us all the time about how many listeners are reaching out and saying, hey, show me about that refi. And let's do some stuff like that. That's the way you put it, though. Show me about that refi.
Show me about that refi. What you got about that refi? The cool thing is Ace has said, we have a lot of options, and we have, I'm doing refinances for people. We have people down in Greenville, North Carolina. We have them all, at the beach at South Carolina. We have them in Charlotte. And the main thing is to refinance, make their finances better, take the stress of every month. If I save them $700 a month, $800 a month, it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. $700 a month. That's fantastic. And again, we've talked about this before. Richard's a broker. That's how he gets more options than a bank. He can do more. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
TJ and Jodi's house.
So, Jodi, are you taking a nap when we get through here, or do you count that little bit that you fell asleep earlier as a nap?
I don't know. I'm going to go get under my electric throw blanket. I might doze off.
Yeah, like yesterday, she got up early. Mm-hmm. And before we left to go to Small Town Adventures, before she'd start to go get ready, she went and got back in the bed and set her alarm for 10 minutes.
20.
Oh, was it 20? Uh-huh. Okay. So, she tired. She
so
tired. And this is what I was going to ask you about. because anytime I get up and Jody's already up and I know that she's gotten up early or earlier than normal on Saturdays or whatever, or if she gets up in the night, the first thing that I think of is, oh my God, I must be doing something that woke her up. 'Cause I'm really paranoid about it.
No.
So then I asked yesterday if she was up early because I woke her up. Oh, no. And then later on in the day, she said something about to somebody else that my snore machine was blowing cold air onto her.
But that was in the night. That wasn't while I woke up. Sometimes I wait in the night. It's like a tornado is blowing me away.
So now, like last night, I kept waking up making sure I was facing the other way. I
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I put the pillow up.
Because I got a new mask a few months ago, a new style of mask that was cheaper than the one that I've been using. And it's got little vent holes at the top of it, like right here. And that's where that air comes out. And I don't know why that's there because the other one I used to use didn't have any of that.
Then maybe you should get the more expensive one.
You think it's worth it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I got a whole new setup and everything that was a lot cheaper than the other one.
I see why.
Yeah, I got the outlet
Wind
version.
tunnel. They'll know whoever's next to you.
Yeah, I bet it is cold too.
It is, and you know I hate that.
Well, why? Who wouldn't love in the middle of the night to have cold air blowing on them out of nowhere?
It's so crazy.
God, you're so touchy. You're such a diva. High maintenance.
I know.
God. Jodi.
Oh well.
Let me check something real quick on the recording, and I have to move this
You're so professional with your pink
I
wall.
know, because we look at that instead of looking at the camera. I just want to make sure everything is working right, because we've had some technical difficulties that I don't know about until after it's all over, and then Rob tells me when he goes to put it together. All right, hold on a minute. Let me put that back over.
Whoops.
All right, we're good. So last weekend was the weekend we were in Indiana for Jodi's auntie's funeral / celebration of life.
Yes.
And it was fine. It was good.
Yeah.
Nobody got up and spoke or anything like that, like I thought would happen. There were just like little groups off to the side. From time to time, you'd see groups of her friends get together and make a toast to her.
Yes. And she had. Did she not have a ton of friends?
Yeah, she's the party girl. She was your party friend.
Insane how many friends came.
And it was funny because her closest group of friends
Yeah.
all got together off on the, to the side in one of the rooms, and they were doing talking about her to themselves and then toasting. And they all had these little rubber wine tumblers
Squishy
that they
ones.
were drinking out of, and that's because everybody in Aunt Neva's life refused to let her drink out of glass because she was so clumsy. She broke so many of their wine glasses, she wouldn't allow it anymore.
Yeah.
Any time she'd go to somebody's house, they would say, "No, you're not drinking from a glass, not a wine glass. You're going to get a wine piece of plastic or something."
Even her son, my cousin, pulled out of the cabinet the one glass that she was allowed to drink out of, and it was a green plastic wine glass that you would have like at a pool.
And the same with us. I mean, she's visited us before and broken wine glasses and stuff.
Spilled wine, broke wine. I mean, broke wine glasses. Yeah, that's just her. And then let's talk about too. So she had at the celebration of life, they had a big basket on the floor that you pointed out to me, and it was full of her reading glasses because she would lose them, couldn't find them. And so then her son Brandon started just collecting them.
Yeah, this box had about 50 pairs of them in there, no joke. And he said that when they were cleaning out all of her stuff at her house, they had already thrown away probably 100 pairs that they had come across. And then finally they opened another drawer, and there was just a drawer full of them there. And he said, well, okay, we're going to do something with these. And he put them out there with all of her stuff in a little display.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've ever been to a celebration of life like that, but it was exactly what she would have wanted, because she wouldn't have wanted a sad funeral. It was in a beautiful home of one of her friends downtown. They had a bartender, they had rooms with food, they had a room with just desserts. And everybody was sharing stories about her, and some people were crying, some people were laughing. It was exactly what she would have wanted. Mm-hmm. And it was a beautiful day too.
Yeah, so it was really nice. And Evansville, Indiana is a nice little town.
Yeah.
Now, there were some people in the hotel. Like, the hotel was full the first night we were there because there was a Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top concert down the street.
Yeah.
And
that was cool.
Yeah, so there were some women standing outside smoking when we first drove up, when we were checking in and all, and they were really friendly. And I think both of them's voices were deeper than mine because, they've been smoking a while.
Yeah.
But they were very nice. They were like, "Oh, you got a lot of snacks, and we're coming to your room."
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Bubbly, fun. When I saw them the next morning at the Continental Breakfast, I was like, "Hey, how was the concert?" And the lady was like, "It was good. It was good." I said, "Well, how did ZZ Top sound without Dusty Hill? That's their bass player that just died recently." She goes, "Great. They sounded great."
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, if you could just shut up.
Yeah.
Stop talking to me because my head's pounding.
Yeah. Well, and I was unloading. I was holding on to the cart while he went and parked the car, and I said something to him, and when he drove off, they looked at me and said, "Where are you from?" They knew I was not from there.
Which is good. That people notice that. Yeah, they notice that.
I guess I sound foreign to them.
Yeah,
That's
probably
funny.
so.
That's funny.
But it was good, and nobody really got on my nerves that bad. I know that's what most people were wondering about. Nobody got on my nerves. And I didn't get on anybody else's nerves, of course. So there was that.
Cute that you think that.
No, I didn't. I pretty much minded my business.
Yeah.
Don't interact with Indiana people,
Don't be rude.
What?
Just don't be rude.
No, I'm kidding. But when your cousin-in-law, your cousin's wife, said that she listens and watches and all that stuff to us all the time, I immediately started going, "Oh, wait, have I said anything that sounded like I wasn't joking about her family or Indiana or anything like that?" And I couldn't come up with anything.
Well, he has. You have.
I have what?
You've said a lot of things about Indiana and
but it's all sounds like I'm joking though.
Yeah. Sounds like it, or are you?
Sounds like it.
God.
So there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of, it's weird to say you had a good time going to a relative's funeral, but,
But she would want you to say that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, yeah.
I always thought she had kind of a thing for me. I never told you about it because I didn't want to stir up any drama or anything.
Oh, gosh, please. So you're going to somehow make this about you?
Well, now that she had passed.
She did not.
Because, I've always said that about your mama, too.
You're weird.
I think your mama has a thing for me.
Okay.
All right. So on that note, we'll take a break.
So sick.
Okay. And then we'll give you the latest statistics on Jodi's birthday celebrations and what's Jodi watching now? Ooh, how fun, y'all. That's coming up next.
More from TJ and Jodi's house next.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community, where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.
Let's go. It's TJ and Jody's house on the Radio Button Network.
Okay, so Jodi's birthday was April 10th. And as of the time of this airing, it is April 22nd. And she is still having celebratory activities around her birthday. So last week, what did you have? Did you have two, like a lunch and then a? Okay. What?
Oh well, yeah. Hold on. So I had a dinner with 3 friends, and then the next day I went with one of those friends on a little shopping day out of town, and then she bought my lunch.
Because it's still your birthday.
Which I did not want her to do.
And so before that, though, on the week of your birthday, you had like 3 different get-togethers, lunches, dinners, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you have another one this week, right?
Mm-hmm. And then a lunch in the first week in May.
Okay. Well, so you have one this week and then another one next week for your birthday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, here's the thing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, everybody's busy. Everybody has different things to do, and it's just a thing we do. I try, when it's any of these friends of mine that have done this, I try to go do the same for them. Well, I do the same for them on their birthdays.
Right. So, but I'm just saying that.
So you're making it sound like, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying that you're out there constantly going, it's still my birthday.
No.
It's still my birthday. I'm just saying that, you know, I don't know. It's kind of the difference between men and women, because men would be like, oh man, you can't make it to my birthday. It sucks. All right, we'll catch you next year, kind of thing. Whereas women want to always, even if it's a birthday that has been a month away or whatever, you know, then they'll still come back and go, I never got to take you to lunch for your birthday, so we've got to go. And you think that's because they've got a gift that's sitting there waiting that they see all the time? It's just like, I got to get this gift.
I don't know.
Because men don't do that. They don't run out and buy gifts for their friends' birthdays and all that.
No.
But this is funny. I forgot about this part of the trip to Indiana. So this was the first time that Jodi had seen her family since her birthday. So her mom and her sister gave her birthday gifts while we were in Indiana together.
Yeah.
And she actually got 2 birthday gifts from her sister. Mm-hmm. So why did you get 2?
Because my sister had a big envelope in the back of her car for 1 year, last year's birthday, of a birthday gift for me that she forgot about. And it had my address on it, had her return address. But because my sister has such a problem going to the post office, she never did. So it sat back in that back seat for 1 year.
Yeah,
And then
it was in the pocket behind her seat, like she didn't
even know it was there.
The pockets that are attached to the back of the driver's seat and the passenger seat. It was down in there.
I think it was my little nephew that found it. Mm-hmm. And so she brought it to me. And so it was my present from last year.
Still in the envelope. Addressed. So Jodi and her sister are opposites when it comes to that kind of stuff. But you got 2 gifts out of her.
I did.
Finally.
It's a cool LSU shirt. I love it.
Yeah. Right. But it's out of style now because it's so old.
No, it's not. That was funny though. She sent me she always sends me like those TikToks or real whatever, I don't know what they are, but it was a girl on there with a cup of coffee, and she's walking real fast, and the other girl holds out her hand and she says so hey, this is for you. Okay, so today I have run this, done this, da 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 da, and then she goes, and what have you done? And the girl goes, and then the caption said, when your older sister does everything before 7 o'clock in the morning, and I've done nothing. So that's how we are.
Yeah. Yeah, her sister's a loser.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
It's funny.
All right, so you got at least two more on the horizon of get-togethers for your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Sure.
And
I love it. I think it's wonderful and
I do
fun.
too. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's just,
my friends
I'm just
mean a lot to me.
Pointing out the difference. Just pointing out differences. I'm actually showing how loved you are, Jodi. Oh my God. And hey,
And
John and Joan Q Public out there, they know exactly what I'm talking about because they love you the same. They do. They don't even know you. They love you. It must be so wonderful to have such a blessing of people just loving you all the time.
And I love them right
Loving
back.
all over you. All right, so what are you watching on the TV now? What reality shows? Because you don't watch anything but reality shows.
Right now,
do
it's
you?
a lot going on with reality, yeah. So I watch Summer House on Bravo. I watch TLC, Seven Little Johnsons, which you always are saying I say funny.
It's Johnston's, right?
Johnston's.
Yeah.
And then
I was just saying the other day, the only thing I was saying is that the reason that you're against taking any kind of gummies or whatever is because one of the Seven Little Johnstons had a bad reaction to a Delta 8 gummy.
That's not the reason. You're so weird.
But are you not freaked out? Or did you not come to me freaked out about that?
I was freaked out about that, but that's, I don't, yeah.
You wouldn't have done it anyway. I'm just saying that's...
I don't do that business.
That was your scared straight if you had ever thought about doing it. Seven Little Johnstons.
And I'm watching Little People, Big World on TLC. And what else? Oh, Vanderpump Rules. And I'm watching the spinoff kind of The Valley.
Oh, there's a spinoff of Vanderpump.
Well, not really a
which
spinoff.
is a spinoff of A Real Housewives,
No.
right?
No. Wait, yeah. But The Valley only has one couple that was on Vanderpump. And then there's all new couples. And they live in the Valley now because they all have kids.
But that still counts as a spinoff.
And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I watch Jersey Shore because I've always watched that. What else am I watching?
What about 1,000-Pound Sisters? Is that on?
It's off right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
No
the
Housewives.
other night, you and when I went to bed Thursday night, you and little friend Jenny and handsome husband Michael were watching My 600-Pound Life or whatever that is.
I've never watched that.
But you liked it.
Not really. I mean, I watched it, but it's not something I would ever like sit down and go, "Oh, I got to watch this tonight." It makes me sad.
Well, there's a show on Max called Take My Tumor that you should watch.
Gross. I'm not watching tumors. Weirdo.
I don't watch that.
And then there was another one that came on right after the 600-pound that we started watching. I can't remember what it was, but the doctor was very cute.
That's why you won't watch the 600-Pound Life one because isn't that what that is the name of it?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, he's mean. I like him, but I like watching him because he's kind of mean.
Yeah.
He's a mean doctor. Oof.
They just if they don't do what they're supposed to do, he doesn't,
And they'll
pull
be
any
crying,
punches with it.
"Please give me another chance." No, you had enough chances. I'm like, ooh.
So you don't know the name of the one with the hot doctor?
No, but he's so cute. He's out of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. He, your handsome husband, Michael friend, he looked it up and he said that he was supposed to do Tammy on 1,000 Pound Sisters surgery, and he told her no. And then, but he ended up doing her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are their names? Tammy and what?
God, my mind's blank now. Shoot. I can't remember. But he did hers. But
See,
Tammy
it's
had
not
hers done too.
Kathy.
But I think Tammy's doctor's real nice, though.
Yeah. It's not Kathy, is it?
No.
Oh.
No.
But those are all the exciting shows that Jodi watches.
Well, what do you watch?
I haven't been watching much at all.
He watches something that puts me to sleep all the time. What's that?
Good Eats.
Oh.
Alton Brown.
Ugh. He came there the other day and said, "You want to come learn about edamame? You like edamame?" I like it. I don't want to learn about it.
It's a show I used to watch on Food Network all the time, and it was on for 15 seasons or so, and they had some recent seasons. They brought it back for a couple of seasons. But it shows the science behind cooking, so
yeah,
it teaches a lot of different things, and it's good.
I'm proud of you, though. You've gotten off of the horrific crime stuff.
Like what?
So you're watching the cooking now. So you're not watching the scary stuff.
I still watch the show called Evil Lives Here. Oof. But that's no different than that documentary that we watched the other night, and you like that.
I know, and I don't mind that.
What did Jen do, or Jen did what, or whatever it was called?
Jen Pan. But I would watch that every now and then, but to watch it consistently like you do,
yeah.
Nope.
And it was funny. It's a new documentary about this case. And I had to tell all of them ahead of time, okay, don't ask me any questions about what I think, who did this or whatever, because I know the case. And then they started, well, you've seen this show. We don't want to watch it if you've seen it. It's a brand new show. I just know the case. And if you ask me questions about it, it's not fair if I tell you, because I do know what happens in the thing. And then Jenny goes, wow.
Is it on Netflix?
The new documentary is on Netflix.
And it's called What Did Jen Do?
Yeah.
You watch it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just too smart. And then when I try to say, don't ask me because I know this and I can't tell you because I don't want to ruin it for you, it wouldn't be my guessing about it. It's so difficult being me.
Toot toot.
So
he's always tooting his horn, isn't he?
Difficult being me.
Tooty toot toot.
All right, so that is it. TJ and Jodi's house. Another one is in the can.
In the vault.
That's right. So thank you for watching and listening and for loving us, because we love you right back.
Love you back.
Talk to you next time.
Ta-da.
There you go.
You're not doing yours?
Oh.
It's TJ and Jodi's house on the Radio Button Network.